Hello, here I am in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. This is where I sleep. This is the bedroom. So I have been here for almost 10 days. So the biggest, I just traveled here from the Philippines. So I found the biggest difference between Philippines and here is that in the Philippines, almost every street, it's so crowded and there are people everywhere. But in Malaysia, even in the center, in the downtown of Kuala Lumpur, the peoples are relative, relative much less than Manila and other big cities in the Philippines. And another big difference is the Chinese people here, ethnic Chinese group. In the Philippines, there are also some local Chinese people, but they are, I can say they are more like Filipinos. They preserve less Chinese culture, Chinese traditions, especially when it comes to Chinese language. They speak very little Mandarin, maybe Cantonese or Hokkien. Maybe they can speak some, but for Mandarin, they are really poor about that. It's very different for the Chinese in Malaysia. Most of them they can speak perfect Mandarin and also Hokkien or Cantonese. All of the language they can speak very well, and they also preserve very well the Chinese culture and tradition. When you talk to them about Chinese history, cultures, you talk to the Malaysian Chinese people about Chinese culture and the Chinese traditions. They are very familiar. It's like they're from mainland China. If they don't tell you, you cannot tell that they are not from China. And in the Philippines, it's quite different. So people, the Chinese people, the local Chinese people there, they preserve very less Chinese traditions, Chinese cultures. They know very little about Chinese histories, and when you talk to them something about Chinese culture, history, they almost know nothing about that. And when you speak to them, sometimes you have to speak in English, otherwise they will it's very difficult to communicate because, as I said, they don't speak Mandarin or they speak very poor Mandarin. Yes, that is just what I realized at the moment. I'm not prepared for the video. I just speak what comes to my mind.